So, a week of waste is a project I undertook. Here's a not so recent development in the alley. This house has been doing some construction, and this is all the building material that they've knocked down over the last few months and have just sort of let accumulate. Basically documenting the amount of garbage and consumer goods that me and my community go through on a weekly basis. And I did this by photographing the dumpsters in the alley behind, kind of in between Washington and Pearl, behind my building. So I made these pamphlets, which corresponded with the project in that these I intend to put these on all of my neighbors' doors. So it's Friday morning. Last night I delivered the pamphlets to all my neighbors in my apartment building. And I woke up this morning and I found one of the pamphlets on top of the banister. So at least it had made it from the door to the banister. And I haven't yet received any of the response cards back, but now I know at least one person looked at it, so small success, I guess. So here is my Satchel O envelopes, and I'm about to deliver them to there and there. As I've encountered throughout my exploration and trying to make deliveries, I don't have access to anybody's door per se. I have these sort of barricades, which I'm gonna have to try to find a way around somehow. So I managed to make it over this barricade through probably one of the most glorious ascension since Sylvester Stallone and Cliffhanger. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that movie. So I was putting stamps on the envelopes so I could send them out today, and the only stamps I had were actually these superhero stamps, which I'm really excited about. They're the only stamps in the house, and somebody's going to be lucky enough to get the Thing or the Silver Surfer at their door with my project. Here is one of my new neighbors, and this is arguably the biggest waste producer on my block. I went out today and noticed for the first time that the side of the building had been tagged, so I'm going to leave them an envelope as well. It's 16 miles to the promised land, and I promise you I'm doing the best I can. I would go out twice a day and just sort of like take a walk down and back and try to photograph what was new, like what I thought was like a strong example of kind of a general sense of carelessness to some extent, or just sort of the easiest, like the least common denominator in terms of like what was the easiest way for someone to get rid of something would be just to, you know, put it in the alley. And so I did that for a week, and I wasn't really trying to make this overtly environmental statement because I feel like I'm as much a part of the problem as anyone else. So I kind of wanted to use it on some sort of selfish level as just a document that could inspire me. This is a recycling can, something that didn't exist in our household until I did this project. This was the former trash, like all-encompassing trash can. And now we have that and this. Well, I've just finished my rounds for now. I'm pretty happy with how it went. I ran into a lot of situations where I couldn't really get past the door, so it's going to require me to be a little more creative about how I infiltrate those buildings. But all in all, I'm pretty happy. I hope that somebody sends me a response card back and says like, hey, I think this project's cool, but I think you're an asshole for using up so much paper in the production of it, or I don't know. So we'll see. So far, no responses.